All right, my top 3 Marvel movies of all time in no particular order is Infinity War, Winter Soldier, and whatever's in this box. What's going on, guys? It's TryOn, and as you can see, we have a box to unbox today. And the shoe that is in this box is not only one of my most anticipated sneakers of the year, but the colorway in particular was pretty much an instant cop when I saw it. So I can't wait to see how they turned out. So let's get started by opening up this bad boy right here. Oh, the box. Now, I haven't seen the box before. I've seen the shoe, but not the box. Oh my gosh, the box. Check this out, guys. A Marvel box. This thing is beautiful. Oh man, this is definitely a collector's item. It's a little banged up over here, but overall, man, this box is pretty fire. Let's see who you got here. You got Vision, you got Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Groot, you got everyone. Captain America, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Rocket Raccoon. All right, now, as you guys may have known, Adidas has dropped a Marvel pack. They had an Iron Man colorway on the Harden 3, a Captain America colorway on the Adidas Next Level, and they had a Shield colorway on one of the T-Max. But this shoe was an instant cop for me. I just had to get this because I had to get this silhouette. People have been asking me to review it for a very long time, so I had to pick it up. But this colorway in particular, which you guys may have already guessed, the Black Panther Dame 5s. I had to get this one. Now, my favorite from a colorway point of view was definitely the Iron Man Harden 3s. Those were just so clean. I saw them in person and they felt just so nice. It felt like a piece of Stark tech. But I had to pick these up first because not only is Damian Lillard my favorite basketball player in the league, and he's absolutely killing it in the playoffs, but the Black Panther movie is, again, one of my top 3 Marvel movies ever. And the fact that Dame is from Oakland, which is a huge reason why I love him as a player and a person in general. The director of Black Panther, Ryan Coogler, is also from Oakland. And when I saw Black Panther, I thought Wakanda was the director's vision of what he wants Oakland to be. So when I saw these, I just knew I had to represent the Bay. I had to pick these up. But let's get rid of this box and take a close look at the Dame 5 Black Panthers from Adidas. In my opinion, Adidas killed it with this Marvel pack, and this colorway is awesome, but it's not perfect. I'll get into those details as to why I think it could be improved a little bit later, but for right now, let's just appreciate the sneakers. And I want to start with the heel. As you can see, there is that traditional Wakandan font, and it says Wakanda Forever, which obviously was the biggest thing at the time when Black Panther came out. Everybody was saying Wakanda Forever, and Chadwick Boseman, the guy who plays Black Panther and T'Challa, he actually asked people to kind of stop saying it to him on the side of the street. Not a huge fan that he said that, but whatever. Wakanda Forever. Now, another thing I really love about this colorway are the logos on the tongue. On the right side, you have Damian Lillard's signature logo, but on the left side, you have the Black Panther logo. And whether these are made out of metal, I'm not really too sure. I think they are made out of metal, but the point is that metallic silver on top of that leather on the tongue is a really premium look that I'm definitely digging. And another thing that I really love is the tribal prints throughout the sneaker. Now, the forefoot, it's just black on black, but as you can see, there is a tribal print there on the forefoot. But if you move up towards the midfoot and the heel, that tribal print switches up to a different pattern, and it's also in color with this very nice shade of purple. Now, recently, Dame has been rocking this Hecklers Get Dealt With colorway during the playoffs, and what I love most about this colorway is the fact that the graphic design on the upper spills onto this TPU support panel on the lateral side of the shoe, and unfortunately for these Black Panther Dame 5s, that TPU support panel is just matte black, which usually I love matte black, but what I would have done here if I was Adidas was put this purple tribal print on this TPU support panel and had the entire upper of the shoe be in this black African tribal print. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think what we got here is still a very clean colorway, but I just think having the entire upper be black would have been very true to the Black Panther character since his suit is entirely black. And then putting this purple Wakandan tribal print on this TPU support panel would have acted like a Wakandan shield. And in my opinion, would have popped way more than it currently does on this sneaker. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that I went down half a size with these, which is usually what I do with Adidas sneakers. That's just the way it always is. With Nike, I'm 10.5, but with Adidas, I'm usually a 10. But more so with the Dame 5, the word on the street was that you have to go down half a size. People who usually don't go down half a size with Adidas were going down half a size with the Dame 5s. So I'm gonna try them on right here, right now to see if everyone was lying or if they were telling the truth. So let me put these on. Oh yeah, definitely go down half a size. I think the fit is pretty tight right now. I think once I break it in, it'll loosen up. But overall, I think the midfoot is pretty good. The forefoot, my toes might be a little too close to the front of the shoe, but not too bad. I don't think they're gonna slam into the shoe. If the lockdown is good in the shoe, my toes won't be slamming into the front of the sneaker, which I absolutely hate, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. The collar area feels kind of loose. Let me tie these up really quick. Okay, yeah, so I tied them up, but the collar area, this sock area, it's comfortable, but it feels kind of loose. It definitely doesn't feel like a high top sneaker. It's technically more of a mid. It definitely feels like a mid, kind of like a low even, because like I said, this fit in this area is kind of loose. But overall, in my opinion, I think you should definitely go down half a size. And if you're still unsure, go in the store, try on the Dame 5. I'm sure your local footwear store will have these, and try to figure out what size you should get. But if you can't go in the store, in my opinion, you should definitely go down half a size. As for the rest of the sneaker performance-wise, obviously you have a full-length, lightweight bounce foam cushioning system, which if you haven't tried bounce, you're late to the party, but that's okay. We're still inviting guests. You can still come into the party. Bounce foam is awesome, and in my opinion, it's one of the most versatile cushioning setups on the market today. The Dame 4, the one that came before this, was actually the sneaker that I recommended the most whenever somebody would say, what shoe should I get? And I picked the Dame 4 because it's a great sneaker, but I also thought it was very versatile. I thought any type of player with any type of play style could pick up the Dame 4s and enjoy them. If you're explosive, if you're quick, if you're heavy, if you're light, if you're slow, if you're fast, the Dame 5 had a ton of features that kind of molded to your game. And so I'm really excited to see if the Dame 5 does exactly that. Is it still versatile? Can it cater to a wide variety of players and play styles, as well as body types? Because we're all consumers, we're not high-level elite athletes, and we all need a shoe that can kind of work for different types of people. And the Dame 4 definitely did that, so I'm excited to see or find out if the Dame 5 can do that as well. Now, another feature that I want to point out is this outsole. I mean, check this out. You have a splash of purple right there on the medial side. But what I love most about this is the heavy-duty, full-length herringbone pattern that looks pretty durable. And just checking out the outsole right now, it is a little pliable. It has a little bit of give, but I'll be honest with you guys, it's a lot more durable than I'm used to seeing on the market today. So I will be testing these on a couple outdoor floors because I think the Dame 5 is a pretty solid option if you're an outdoor baller. Because if you're an outdoor baller, you're not trying to spend a lot of money on your sneakers. And the Dame 5 is about $125, I think, which is right in that sweet spot because you're not trying to spend a premium price on a sneaker that's just gonna get absolutely beat up outdoors. So I will be testing the Dame 5 outdoors to see if this outsole is as durable as it looks. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is this forefoot material. I'm not really a huge fan of whatever Adidas is using here. I mean, it might be a textile upper with a cheap synthetic overlay to give that tribal print graphic onto the sneaker itself, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. It feels rubbery, it doesn't feel great. I think if Adidas would have used what they used on the Dame 2s, those type of materials on the Dame 5s, that would have been way more comfortable. But Adidas is doing this thing where every colorway of the Dame 5 has a different type of material in the forefoot, in the heel. And I'm not a huge fan of that because in that case, some colorways will perform better than others because some colorways have better materials than others. But what if you like the colorway that doesn't have the good materials like these right here? And the colorway that you don't like has the awesome materials. It's just not consistent. I would like to see more consistency. Why can't they just use the same materials every colorway with every now and then maybe some special edition colorways switching things up, but for the better, not for the worse? I don't like when Adidas does that. They do that a lot, more so than any company. So if I had to improve some things on these Black Panther Dame 5s, it would be changing this Wakandan purple print onto the TPU shield panel and then changing up the materials in the forefoot because right now it just feels like a cheap synthetic material that might not be comfortable. But look, overall, at the end of the day, I'm really excited. I think it's awesome that Marvel teamed up with Adidas to give us some awesome colorways. I'm really thinking about picking up those Iron Man Harden 3s. I mean, that sneaker was just so beautiful, but this sneaker is beautiful as well. And I'm a Laker fan, so you know I'm loving that purple. Hopefully you guys were able to pick up a pair from the pack if you wanted to, which if you did, let me know which colorway you copped in the comment section below. And if you didn't, let me know which colorway you would have copped if you were gonna pick up something from the pack. As always, guys, leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. That helps me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel for more sneaker reviews just like this. My name is Jared. It's been great having you. Catch you in the next one. Peace.